what I do. Lace up my shoes, chase W.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the tap. MT. 54. Hey, watch the slam. Check the leg.
On first down, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Watson just beating the play clock. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Draw play, Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Check 41. I don't think think you got it, son.
26.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
Hey, kill. 47.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and short yardage. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Throwing. Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, kill.
Prescott on 1st down. It's caught. Cooper. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he finds Austin complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 1st down, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
46.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Prescott yet again. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right, powering forward. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. We're scoreless after 1.
Check 41. 1 to 54.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
38 yards on the scamper there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
You got time. Out. Hey, switch gears.
On second down now, it's Jones. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Here we go. 48, Mike. 48, 54.
Mike, 48.
Time to go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Now that's Elliott. Complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
We got this.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
First down, Houston.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
That's what I do. 48 for Mike. I'm on.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
On the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set a tone. 54.
The final shot before the break. Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on second and a couple.
Check.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to cut it back right. And a cut to the sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 72 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack by Robert Quinn. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Get him down. Get him down. Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 48's the mic. Check 40. You're trash.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 51 yards.
Hey, what's the stat? 19. Mike 54. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Mike 54. Mike 54.
3 bud. 3 bud.
Hey, if you kill it, motion. 154.
Here's Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stills the intended target. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott completes it to Austin. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin. 77 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
We're set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on second down. Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Texans 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Check.
On first down, Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Check 48, the mark. Ricky.
First down, Texans.
48 mark. 48 mark. Blue there. Hey, 31.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And now he'll tuck. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 124. Gotta do better.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And the Texans first down.
On first down, Watson. This is caught. 23 yards, the final tally. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Here's Watson on the sneak. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
47. It's our time. It's our time.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
19. 54. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, here we go.
Watson now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, it's Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the